Hello, Commanders. Welcome to another day and another video in Star Trek Fleet Command. Hope you're all doing well. Wanted to do a quick video here to kind of talk about something that has, I guess, bothered me for a while now and get you all's thoughts on it. And that is about the refinery, specifically the bonus refinery. So I want to do some of my actual roles here and look at them, but look at a couple of the refineries and kind of compare them to see how it compares to the regular bonus refinery. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that little eye or information button so you can find out the percentage chance for each roll, but as it usually works out, I think you have, a percentage chance for so many rolls on, or for you to roll on the commons, on the uncommons, and epic if there is any. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to look at today. So let's hop into it. But once again, and I mention this in every videos, but I really do appreciate everyone that does subscribe to my channel. It really helps to grow this thing, and I have so much fun for those who do opt in to join the Discord, where we talk about crews and different things in the game to help us all out. It certainly is the funnest part of the game, and it brings the players together, in my opinion, to kind of combat against the bad game design that really frustrates the regular player base, and when we feel like Scopely screwing us over. So just kind of helps to feel that we're in the same boat and trying to figure this thing out together. So anyways, that is going to be there in the description below as well, so feel free to join that. Do have monthly giveaways, trying to assess one to two Battle Pass giveaways a month. We'll just have to see how well the channel grows and what I'm able to do with that. So anyways, but I appreciate you all. Okay, so let's hop into it. Just wanted to do a comparison, and normally when I'm running through these, as you can see, I have over 100 million, so I don't even bother about doing anything but the max, just in the off chance that, maybe I'm going to get that lucky roll that's going to give me some more of the resources that I need, whether that's commons. If you are in the G5 area, it is crazy how much Latinum you can spend on commons, or you'll have to wait forever for some of the things to upgrade. And that's commons for things like ships, if you're doing survey ships or your regular warships, or upgrading stuff in your base, or doing research. I mean, it can cost a lot. So I will always take commons, but there are certain bottlenecks. Like, for example, I'm a 55 ops player, and I am having the hardest time. I've talked to players who have gone beyond where I'm at now. Hardest time with the rare ore, because it is so hard to come by, and it really is a big bottleneck. I still need 3,000 to 4,000 just to go to the next ops, and then it's still multiple thousands after that to get to the shipyard where I'm trying to get to, so I can build my rare G5 ship. So kind of a big pain in the butt. So anyways, we'll talk about that a little bit. But let's look here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to want to look at with you, compare one of these, and when we look at the bonus refinery is the same for each, and it looks to me like the regulars are the same for each. So I wanted to run through those, and what we'll do is we'll pull one of the bonus. We'll look at it in a second here, but the bonus for each type. So we'll do crystal, we'll do gas, we'll do ore, and I currently don't have G3 because I've kind of moved on from that. So it is what it is, but I think for a lot of the players who are in the 40s and 50s, this may be helpful. And my hope here is to give some feedback to the community and encourage you all to, in the nicest way possible, if you feel the same way that I do, to feel free to give Scopely communication, because the general feeling that I get right now is that the bonus doesn't feel like a bonus anymore. I remember where I'd scrimp and save as much as I could to get to the bonus. And when the bonus refiner came around, it was so exciting. It was like, yeah, I got a lot, or I got lucky this time. I got some good amounts from my rolls. RNG was in my favor. And now it's like meh. You can get really poor results from your bonus refinery compared to the regular, and it's just like, why even do it? And for some players who may not be in the same boat that have the millions that I do, that can just throw whatever you have at it, it can seem super frustrating where it's like, what's the point? So that's kind of my take on it. Used to feel quite a bit more exciting. Now it's just, it's almost like it feels less than a roll. It's like, if I get something, great. If not, it's whatever. Who cares? So I don't get excited as I used to. Not nearly. So anyway, so here's kind of my thinking here. So if we look at the crystal let's just go to the regular crystal first. So we've got, what do we have here? We've got a chance at 970, 190, and 100 of the common. And look, nothing. So no common materials in the bonus refinery. And I think that's how they try to spin that the bonus gives you a chance for a higher grade of materials, I guess. But once again, Epic isn't going to be holding me back. And I do get excited about Epic. Is it nice to have? Of course it is. But it's not something I need necessarily. It's not holding me back. So someday I'll need it, but it doesn't feel like a bonus now. And when you put off that gratification or whatever for it, it's like, it doesn't really, it's not very impactful now, Okay, so uncommon 525, 105, and 60 compared to 146, 27, and 14. So on the high end, it was compared 146 in the bonus to 525. Quite a difference there. Let's see here. Rare on the high end, 54, 11, and 5. So 54 compared to 175. So your highest pull, if you get that, is 3 times. more than 3 times in the regular refinery. So where it wins out, you can see there's no epic. But when you really look at it, the amount of epic you have to get on the highest end is only 19. It's meh. It's not that much. You're going to get so much more from other avenues. So the bonus doesn't really seem like that much. So let's pull it. Let's see here. We'll just do the max. And that's the thing too, is for me to do the 4 chest option, it's 1.7 million. More than twice the cost. And it just goes up the higher an option you go, I'm sure. Okay, so let's start with the... Oh, come on, Scopely. All right, so we'll start with the regular refinery. And let's do a poll. Okay, so let's just kind of jot down here. We've got 760 common and 270 of the uncommon. So 270 uncommon. Uh, 95, and I got some rare. Okay, I've seen worse. Okay, let's do the gas. Wow, I didn't get very many uncommons there. 60 uncommons. Okay. So it was in line with that. So that was a low pull for the uncommons for the regular. Okay, and the rare. 210 for the uncommons. Let's see what we get for ore. I really need rare. And 108. So the rare is only 11. Yay! And I got some epic, which is nice. So that's really the big difference there, is that you get some epic, but the amount of epic you get is so below the standard that it's It's laughable. All right, let's look at G4. Okay, 375 for the uncommon. $120, only uncommon. Okay, let's do the gas. 225. I want to get some epic there. 225. Okay, I must have gotten a good roll there. So 450, decent there. And 75. So ultimately, and I think that's all that I can compare there with this roll. Ultimately, I think what it comes down to is that the bonus refiner for me, and I think a lot of players, just doesn't feel that valuable anymore. The players I've talked to have complained the same thing, and the amount of materials that you have to refine to get usually less. I was going to say the same or less, but it's usually less. Is just, such a waste. And I know that Scopely wants you to engage in the game, which is fair. They have to make their money, but they've got to have you engage in the game, because the more you're playing the game, the greater the chances you're in the game to actually spend money. And so they want you participating in the game. That's why they have the battle pass, and that's why they have the day, all the events each day. And that's why they have, one of the many reasons, I suppose you could argue that, but that's why they have the constant new updates. Is the more things they can get to pull you into the game, the greater chance you're going to spend on things. So, anyways, that's my take, and that's kind of my feelings with it all. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from everyone that's watching this video and get this out there. Do you participate in the bonus refinery like I do? Do you max your pulls, or do you say, you know what, forget it, it's not worth it, I do a single or I do a double pull every time, it's just not worth it to me? What are your thoughts on it? Do you feel like it's valuable? Do you feel like they should update it? I kind of feel like that they keep coming out with new content every single month. They come out with it so fast, they can't keep up with updating it. There's a lot of older mechanics and things in the game where they need to be updated, but we know that they don't have the resources to possibly keep up with updating all of the loops and all of the mechanics in the game. You just kind of have to be patient and discard the ones that they haven't updated for a long time, and just hope at some point they'll update those and focus on the ones that give you the most bang for your buck. So for those interested, I use token systems to get my materials. You can focus on that through the Bajoran loop. I've been I consider it worth my time to go into the Bajoran loop and spend my credits every day. I'll typically get a G4 and G5 travel token that I'll take my ships, and you either need to have some decently tiered G4 ships, mostly for the cargo capacity, I would say. Or at my level, I've been lucky enough with the pulls in my in the G5 chest bundles that they have in the Alliance store to get me a few Novas. So we have these three systems here for the G4, and then the G5 just over here. So you've got crystal, ore, and gas. And just to document in the video, gas, Parada is ore, and Kalanon is crystal. So anyways, thanks for your time today. Hopefully this is helpful, but hopefully it's helpful in a way that you can engage with the video. Leave me your comments below. I'd love to hear from you. But if you do have issues with this, that you send feedback to Scopely, will it change anything? At this point, maybe not, but maybe it can give more feedback to Scopely saying, hey, you know what, we're really struggling with these type of resources. Your refinery is the worst. It doesn't help us. Let's make some changes. And at the end of the day, they may either change the refinery, knock on wood. Where's my desk? Or they're going to change some of the game mechanics to give you more options to progress your game, because ultimately they need players to progress in order to keep up with the whales who are who need people in their brackets to PvP with and to compete with and spend events and things like that. So anyways, partially a complaint video and partially let's give some feedback to Scopely on this through help tickets. So anyways, thank you so much and have a good day.